Chris Wood here, August 19th, 2022. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. I have been injured so much and going through identity theft. I have lost 3 inches off of my skull. I once was 6'3". I am now 6 foot tall. This is how I used to look compared to now. And I have been through many changes. I am the victim of identity theft. I am the victim of attempted framing, human trafficking, and attempted murder. For revenge, retaliation, through Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police, Spencer Mills, ex-chief, staff sergeants, the men, Robert Lucas, Robert Kane, Shannon Cork, a mental health worker named Stacy, was here in Napanee, now Kingston, and Shelley Huffner. Their boss, co-offender, inmate sex offender, who lives at 149 Center Street North, last known name William Billy Wooldridge, who is one of my identity thieves, all being done to me through remote neuromonitoring. It is tech implant that O.P.P police have. All police and military have it. It's been in use since the 60s. I am being broadcasted through 24/7 by it. It is being used on me by a bunch of junkies here in Napanee who are co-offenders with O.P.P. They are passing it around and they are using it on me. And in return, I am going through my deforming. I am going through mutilation and a lot of other stuff that's happening to me. I've had serious lies against me stating that I am on drugs. 100% untrue. I have lost too many friends and family from this shit, so I'm highly against it. I've had lies against me stating suicidal self-harm. None of that is true, and it needs to be proven by the ones who cast that lie. I've had lies against me stating that I've been in and out of psychological hospitals and institutes and jails and everything else. None of it is true. No history with any of it in any way, shape, or form. All lies cast against me that need to be proven, and this is how they're getting away with the crimes that they're getting away with on me also. The lies, the time buying, the cover-ups. This is how O.P.P. human traffic. This is how they frame. This is how they murder. Committing identity thefts, financial thefts and frauds, forgeries, taking out insurance policies on victims and having them murdered and then collecting the policies on their victims. William Wooldridge and Blair Hardy are guilty of stalking my mother in 2020 and murdering her by using remote neuromonitoring on her, causing high EMFs and radiation, and which in turn caused tumors, causing cancer, causing her death. And it was with intent. All through O.P.P, Spencer Mills, and Stacy, actually, because they told him that me and Wooldridge were switched at birth. I am 50, he is 70, no possible way in any way, shape, or form. Or they told him that he was my dad. Untrue in every way, shape, and form. The fucking delusional cocksuckers, and the fucking dummy actually believes it. I watched my own dad commit suicide, so you go fuck yourself, William Wooldridge. You too, Spencer Mills, you human trafficking fucking goof. The doctors involved that you use to aid and cover up your crimes. Actually, Paladin security guard here now to prevent your victims from medical help by having them falsely and illegally kicked out of the fucking hospital with no reason or probable cause whatsoever, just to prevent me from getting help. Dr. Abimbola, Dr. Waldron, Dr. Sue, Dr. Tatiana V, aka Margie V, Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor, triage nurse Tanya, blonde-haired woman, triage nurse Terry, and a triage nurse named David. They are all guilty of aiding and abetting and helping cover up these crimes, medical treatment refusals, name-calling, and a whole lot more. For the course of 3 years, my skull has been split, my brain has been seriously injured, I get stuff coming up through my body, it is coating my fucking lung, I have stuff coming up in my mouth, under my tongue, I have what feels like a tube in the back of my head now. So, I had no surgeries or problems prior to August of 2019 when this started, and now how too convenient that when I eat, my food and everything else goes to the right side of my body instead of the left side where my stomach should be. So, you're one lucky son of a bitch, Blair Hardy, that you're sitting in jail being hidden and protected by your fucking boys. You need to be arrested for the murderer that you are, you psychopathic piece of shit garbage. And same with you, William Wooldridge of 149 Center Street. I'm not taking a fall for you fucks. No mistaken identity. You put his prisoner tracking onto me for part of this, and I will not be proven wrong, and you will not prove me wrong. You have him using remote neuromonitoring, broadcasting through me 24/7 with everybody else to fucking deform me for a bunch of bullshit. Will not be proven wrong. How too convenient that all these fucking junkies and everything have access to this tech. This is how you human traffic. This is how you commit a lot of sex offenses, including spying illegally on children as well, while you masturbate. So you sell children to pedophiles and adults to sex offenders. Yes, I was sold by O.P.P. and Lennox and Addington County General Hospital doctors to William Bill Wooldridge, who is their boss, last known year's name, and Blair Hardy. He needs to be arrested. One of my identity thieves, he's highly fucking delusional and psychotic as well. Once again, Tyler Lake and Jabin Allstein as well, they need arresting. They are also guilty of attempted murder. That's little Jabin Allstein. These are all the O.P.P co-offenders and the untouchables here in Napanee. Remote neuromonitoring is advanced technology which is not mainstream. A nanomicrochip implant that has access to the nervous system. It has its roots in Army and law enforcement officials from way back in the 60s, and it is being used by O.P.P to human traffic with their inmates, switching people. This is how they're fucking getting away with it, labeling, using their badges and positions, false guise of law, labeling their victims whatever they have to get away with this so it looks legal, but meanwhile it's not. You're being human trafficked, and this is how they're getting away with it very successfully. I am showing fucking changes to my face as I'm doing this. So I'm looking like Tyler Lake. I'm looking like all these little fucking cocksuckers. I'm the end of my bloodline, so congratulations, knowing I cannot go to the hospital. And one way or another, O.P.P and the doctors and everyone else involved, whether too late or not, you will legally pay for this. You motherfucking goofs. You meth-fed co-offenders to police. Rat informant, good for nothing, identity thieves, remote narrow monitoring, drug fed, fucking money paid, low lifes is what you are. This is how you're murdering, how convenient that you're killing for cops while being protected and getting fucking fed drugs and getting paid well for it. And I will not be proven wrong. You're all untouchable. And this is a guy named Mike broadcasting through me too right now, that homeless fuck. Anyway, I better wrap this up. If nothing more from me, it means this is done. I live in Napanee. I am Chris Wood, a human trafficking victim, identity theft victim, an attempted homicide victim, compliments of Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police. My identity theft is done after 3 years. Congratulations.